am Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8s. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8s. And I am playing Deirdre. It's really funny actually. I haven't seen him in a long time, but it's really only been a couple months. And yet it feels like forever. My patron may be able to help.
Who's your patron?
His name is Ektiarn. The last time I saw Ektiarn was when I came home. And he sent me off to explore. He told me not to stay in one place for too long. And I said I would.
Why did he send you away?
I don't know.
Well, what's the matter?
You remind me of someone that I miss very much. And, I just thought that this would help the loneliness go away.
I'm Nevin. You can find me on Instagram at Nevin Edmondson. I will post it in our thing, like I did not last time, and I will be playing Moldy. I'm a bit from all over, honestly. I kind of grew up with I grew up traveling with the circus as a kid for most of my life, and then I ended up in Wolf Crest for a while. But, you know, I travel a lot. I don't usually stick to one place for too long. I was born and raised on the road, so I guess I still just kind of travel.
Did your parents travel with you?
I mean, I don't really know too much about my parents. I was found by a very kind lady who raised me. She unfortunately passed away whenever I was younger, so I just keep it short. No, I don't really have a family. I'm going to I'm going to keep my hand on top of hers and use my other hand to get the cards out and have them levitating above, and tell her, put your hand on top of the deck, and in your mind, picture that person. This card is facing towards you. And when the card's facing towards you, what it means is that good tidings are facing you, and good fortune. So whoever it is that's in your mind, at least according to what my mother taught me, with these fortunes, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. This person will be safe.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everything important at Very Pale Ale, and I play Kestra.
Kesra? I like poke my head over the thing. Kesra?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Places.
What kind of places? I've read a lot about places. I haven't been to many of them, but I've read a lot about them.
I'm glad. It's a small place. It'd be like northeast of here.
Oh? What's it called?
Place? With a capital P.
Place?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Well, I'm not surprised.
What's it like?
It's really small.
Is there a court there?
No.
That might be why I
No.
haven't heard of it then. Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so since we're insisting on taking this crazy shit with us, the key is to act like we don't have it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is to act like we didn't find anything. Be real upset. You two, maybe cry a little bit. I think one of you has almost done that a few times. Right? Like,
Get out of here.
we gotta act like we don't have it. So if anybody is watching, we gotta look like this didn't work. Or we will be followed, and I don't want to deal with that shit. So. You mean like you... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, no, this is fine. We need to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
Hustle out. Look
Okay.
sad. Look like somebody just stole your lollipop. Let's go.
I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713, and I will be playing Leona. I grew up in Ilvinus, quite the opposite of you, Monty. I didn't travel a lot at all. In fact, this is the first time I've ever left the city. You probably find that hard to believe. But no, I grew up there. I guess he became really the only family I had. And mostly just Lord Kentigan. Did you see? I got him. I mean, he got me too, but I got him.
You did. You did so well. Let's try to keep you from getting hit again, okay?
I think that would probably be a good idea. Okay.
I don't mind healing you. I'm happy to do it. I would prefer you to not go unconscious.
I feel like it's probably not very good for me either. But it's good. I'll be ready next time because I can throw it at them. They caught us off guard, so.
Yeah, they did catch us off guard. That's true. Just when you throw it, don't go running after it to try to get it back. Okay?
Well, what am I supposed to use after I throw it then?
Your
I should
way-
get some more daggers.
Maybe.
Well, we can figure all that out when we get to Asmund. I'm sure they have lots of shops.
Oh, I'm sure. They'll outfit you perfectly.
Welcome to the stream. I'm having some allergies today, so you guys will have to forgive me. Welcome to the 25th session of Open for Adventure. Our adventuring party is in a large town by the name of Wolfcrest. This town is one of the two main cities that are fortified and helping each other with the rebellion against the Empire. Our party has so far managed to stay away from the Civil War thus far. However, their dear friend who they met along the way, Alexander Lightbringer, somewhat tried to convince them to join him in his newfound efforts to aid this rebellion against what he believes is to be a corrupt empire. So we join our adventurers now at the Wolfcrest Keep, and they have been invited to dinner by the ruler of the city, the Grand Mistress, Adelaide Wolfwood. You guys have a bit of free time before dinner, maybe an hour, to kind of wander around the keep, to talk amongst yourselves. What would you like to do? Wait.
Are we muted?
Not anymore.
Beautiful.
Stream if we weren't.
Fuck you. What would you guys like to do?
I would, once it's just all of us singing out, just kind of weakly give back the hat to Leona and say, well, guess I won't be needing this anymore.
It was worth a try. You're much more handsome this way anyway. And I'll take it and I'll put it in my bag. Pocket.
I was starting to grow accustomed to Derek.
Who?
Derek.
Oh, yeah, all right, okay, yeah. I pay attention.
This is a little less confusing.
Sure.
So are we going to go meet your friends?
I ran into one while Deirdre and I were out, but maybe I could try to find her. She shouldn't be. I would feel safer talking to her first.
Well, I would love to meet your friends, so I'm sure everyone else would too, especially Kesra.
What?
Nothing.
As long as you think it's safe.
Why are we here again?
We're going to have dinner. And then, hopefully...
You notice Ray and Alexander in the corner talking between themselves. The conversation gets, I would say, heated, warm. Perhaps maybe a disagreement between the two of them. And it seems to fizzle out pretty quickly. But you do see Alexander approaches the group. And in his very... what's the word? How would you describe him? Very affable manner. Explains to you that he is going to continue to... that he's going to, help the rebellion, transporting information and other things between Wolfcrest and Azmorin, the two cities involved in this war, that he can and will message all of you. And that if you, that he wishes you all the best in your undertakings, and know that he will make the effort to come if whenever called. He does give you a light sense of guilt over not trusting him. And he does make it quite clear that his afterlife abilities are to be kept a secret. He does say that if there's anything that you would like researched, to send him a message and he will do his best to help you. But he wants to get started on his duties right away, and he's going to say goodbye.
I'm going to give him a hug. Probably a kiss on the cheek.
He returns the hug with a smile and a laugh.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
You're going to say goodbye, Kesra?
Yeah, I looked at Kesra.
I was just going to say, see you around, Blondie. Good luck. Try not to get dead. Guys, y'all are weird.
He takes you by the shoulder and gives you a impassioned embrace.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he does.
And as he pulls away, he says, "I'll see you around, Dimples." And he walks away.
It's never going to get old.
It better.
I forgot you had a new nickname.
So here's the thing. No.
Yes.
No.
I like it.
It's cute.
That's nice. I'm glad you guys think it's cute. No.
I'm going to look to Deirdre. I think it's good. Dimples.
I think it's good too.
Dimples. Mhm.
Yeah, it's super cute. It's perfect.
I like
Maybe
it.
soften her up a little.
I agree.
Which direction did Blondie go in? I'd like to go and kick his ass real quick.
What would they call it?
Actually, yes. This time that is exactly what they call it because it's exactly what's going to happen. God. Biceps, have you seen the bar? Is there like a bar anywhere near here? Like,
Yeah, I figured out where they
lead the
Like,
way,
keep-
please, God.
Come on, Dimples, let's go get a drink.
Oh my fuck! I'm gonna kill you. Kill
Marshall.
you.
Marshall, how the hell do you even know where it is?
I can smell it.
That thing still works after all this time?
Hmm.
That is slightly
Have you-
alarming.
Impressive, though.
Yeah.
I actually know where it is if you'd like to go.
Yeah, let's go there. Have you asked her where the monastery is yet, mate?
The monastery?
Ah, never mind.
God, see, I'm not the only one getting piss taken out of him today. Let's go get drunk.
You're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel you guys. None of you guys see this because Ray walks behind Marshall and then delivers a sharp blow to his elbow or to his a punch to his shoulder, and it doesn't look very painful. But that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you, motherfucker.
I will grunt and go, let's go.
Nipples.
So are we like?
Oh,
Is it
look at the chat. I'm sorry. Someone heard dimples to something else, and I'm not okay.
yes?
So good. No.
That's better.
That's so much better.
Definitely not even less appropriate.
So are we? So we're going to a dinner. Is it understood that it's like a dinner? So like other people are going to be there, or a dinner of just like us invited with them?
Just you invited to join Adelaide for and by Sarah, the warden by Sarah for dinner.
Shit. That's even. I'm really glad we're going to drink now because that's even more terrifying. Not blend with the masses if there are no masses.
Blend.
So as you guys find the bar, it's more of a study, but there's Ray pulls open the cabinet and it's just liquor everywhere. More alcohol than you would expect to be in this room. And shortly after you arrive, so does Xandrin.
Who?
The warden by Sarah's son.
Uh-huh.
He looks mostly elven. You do know that his mother is a half elf. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about his father. Xandrin kind of bursts in the door and makes a beeline towards Ray. Immediately begins to kind of pull him to the side of the room and tries to have a side conversation with him. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll be
I'm-
drinking. Hang
yeah,
on.
I'm-
Good. Pardon.
I'm following Marshall's lead. I know a lot. He knows much more. I'm going to follow his lead on his choices and amounts.
What are you drinking, Marshall?
What's there?
Everything.
The strongest shit I can find.
Hell yes.
You find a gnomish maid. This is the only bottle of this you've ever seen. A gnomish maid, essentially like a whiskey, but it'll put hairs on your chest.
That one I will sip and enjoy.
Maudie, Nevin, Maudie, Deirdre, Leona, whatever your names are.
So the three of us are just like in what room right now, or are we just
You're
in?
in a large study that's got tons of bookshelves and a large liquor cabinet, a bunch of comfortable chairs. The sun is the late evening sun is coming through the windows. It's very quaint.
I'm probably gonna look at the books and see if there's.
Yeah, I would do the same. Just taking the room in a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm going to go with them for a little bit, but I'm not really looking at the books. I'm mostly just trying to translate all of the titles into Celestial.
I need everybody to make an investigation check. Actually, except for you, Mindy, Leona, you're gonna make a straight intelligence check.
Oh, it's a great start to the night, guys. Oh no.
You said investigation?
I did.
3.
There's a lot of books here.
I rolled a 9.
Wow. Yeah. So, who speaks Celestial? I think Marshall and Deirdre.
Deirdre. And I'd probably be speaking it like to Deirdre so that she could correct me.
It's not great, but she's getting there.
Okay.
Did you roll for investigation, Deirdre?
Yes, I got a 13.
Okay. You find some history books that look pretty interesting. There's a lot of history on the Wolfwood family. You actually find that they haven't always been the Wolfwood family, that they were previously just Wolf, Wolfe. And that was a kind of a recent change after a large massacre of a lot of the family members during a Quash rebellion.
Oh.
Yeah. And you would essentially find out that Adelaide, the current ruler, is the last surviving Wolfwood.
Oh.
The last direct Wolfwood. There are many other,
Branches.
right, but she is the last of the line.
Out of curiosity, being from there, would I have known, like, even though I didn't read that book or see that, is that common info amongst the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You would know. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
I just want to make sure I am comfortable when I get to sit at the same table with less than a dozen people. And yeah, that's my only goal right now.
What's that conversation with Ray and Xandrin looking like?
Why don't you roll for insight or perception, whichever one you feel.
Wow. Gonna switch dice here in a minute. 11. Oh, wait.
What did you roll? Insight or perception?
Insight.
Okay.
That's what I looked at. They're the same.
You kind of glance over to kind of get a feel of what this conversation is looking like. And they look like they're getting along. Like, it doesn't look like they're having a disagreement like Ray and Alexander seems to be. You do notice that Xandrin is very close to Ray. That more often than not, Xandrin is touching Ray in some way or another. Like, hand on the elbow, or a couple times he laughs and throws an arm over his shoulder, claps him on the back. Very handsy, this one.
Okay.
After a short while, Xandrin, Ray eventually, if you're paying attention, you notice that Ray is makes a few attempts to pull away and is kind of sucked back into the conversation, and then finally they reconvene. And Xandrin approaches you, Leona. Lady Leona Swiftsilver, we meet again.
Very good to see you again. Glad to see that you're doing well after the last time we spoke.
Yes, thank you. The war is terrible business, isn't it?
It is.
Sorry, someone has some noise coming from there. Yeah, it's you, Mindy. Do you guys hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
I heard it a little bit. It just sounded like some background noise or a fan or
It's
something.
like
Yeah.
a little white noise.
I had to say, we're all muted. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's too hot not to have the fan on. Is that better?
That's better, yeah.
I'll turn the AC down at break.
And And he like gives you a low bow and reaches out for your hand to take.
Okay.
And he'll give it a tender, not an uncommon greeting for a man to you, and he gives you an extra long look before he moves to the others.
Do I know what that look was?
You can roll for insight if you'd like.
I was about to roll for insight as well.
You may also roll for insight if you'd like.
Nat 20.
I'm messaging you right now.
23.
Mine was oh. Okay.
He approaches you, Deirdre and Monty. How are you finding Wolfcrest?
It's a lovely city. I've never been here before.
And
it's very nice. It's been a while since I've been back. It's better than I was expecting it to be.
considering the siege, yes, I suppose we have Prince Charming over there to thank for that. As it were, probably going to get started with dinner soon. Would you all like to follow me?
Of course.
Lead the way.
Before we go into dinner, I'm going to use lay on hands on myself and fix that bruise on my kidneys.
Okay. Alright, so a lot of you are taken into a rather small hall that's been set up with a somewhat round oval table at the head of it, which is the Grand Mistress Adelaide Wolf, and seated directly to her right is the Warden of East Haven, Visera. So you have two rulers seated at this table. You also see to the left of Adelaide is a very peculiar looking tiefling. This tiefling is probably unlike any that you guys have ever seen before. She is, the first thing, for anybody who knows what a drow is, she looks exactly like a drow until you notice these two massive horns coming out from her head and curling back around. Long and possibly long white hair comes down to her waist. Beaming bright red eyes, pupilless. She looks like some cross between a drow and a demon. She is utterly terrifying. But as the lot of you walk in, you hear her, oh, hello! My name is Zaitaria. It's so good to meet you. This very high-pitched voice, very excited mannerism, completely contrasting with her outward appearance. And she stands up very quickly. Hi!
Hi!
Oh, hello.
How are you? It's so good to meet you.
I'll go up and reach my hand out.
She'll take your hand and give it a shake.
My name's Leona.
Leona, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Zaitaria Calcrest. I am a high priestess of the Raven Queen.
Oh.
I was just in for a visit. Thought I would say hello, and I did not know we were going to have more guests tonight.
Sorry if we crashed your party.
Oh no, trust me, the more the merrier. Come on now, let's come in, let's have a seat. You see Adelaide and Visera are paying almost no mind, both deeply engrossed in a conversation. Xandrin pulls the chair out for Ray to sit down. Which is a little awkward because Ray was in the middle of pulling a chair out for Leona.
Thank you. I'll sit down and ignore the awkward.
Yeah. But you all find your seats.
Yay. Yay! I'm really excited to be
Adelaide, dear, how about we have I'm so sorry, Grand Mistress. How about we have some of that really good port that, or not port, what is that one? That's the really good one. And they kind of have a brief conversation between the two of them, and Adelaide summons two servants to come and bring all you some wine. It's very, very good wine. You look at as you look, the bottle looks to be half a century old, dusty, very, very fermented wine. No, it's actually pretty fruit forward. And she says, "This is actually from this is from my hometown. This is from where I was born.
Where was it?
Solaris. It's on Iolan."
Iolan.
Yes, indeed. Are you familiar?
A bit, yeah, maybe.
Really? It's not very often that I meet people from Iolan.
Oh,
You don't sound like you're from Iolan. In fact, I don't know that accent from anywhere.
no. It's a long story, though.
We've got time.
You feel like talking shop, do you?
A bit.
How's the Raven Queen going these days?
Oh, just, pretty good, I guess. Still ruling winter and fate and the like. There was actually, funny enough that you mentioned it, about 10 years ago, there was a very bad, it was a tragedy, really. Orcus and his minions were after the Raven Queen. They were after her dominion over death, and a bunch of very brave adventurers were able to fight him off and defend her. I was so lucky to be counted among them. They're very good friends of mine.
Oh, that sounds like an engrossing story.
Oh yes, they were very engrossing people.
So is that how you became the High Priestess then?
I suppose so. I was brought from Iolan when I was a little girl. I was sold, and when I ended up here, I was kind of rescued by a bunch of adventurers, and they ended up dropping me off at the Temple of the Raven Queen here in Wolfcrest, and I was here until I was about 17, and then I went on my own adventures, and actually, we were supposed to have our winter solstice festival this year, but we did not because of the, war, I guess. Which is really a shame because I always meet the most amazing people at these. It's basically a big festival where we celebrate the Divine Gate being at its weakest, and the planes between the gods and us are so fragile, and sometimes they can even cross over. And, well, not them, but the avatars of them. And a few times I've even witnessed my mistress, the lady, the Lady of Fate, speak to people who needed her or who she needed. And today that we celebrate all of the gods, even those with less than great reputations.
I've only heard bits and pieces about the Divine Gate. What is it exactly?
Well, the Divine Gate, it goes back to the Dawn War. After the Dawn War was, the fight between the Primordials and the gods. They were fighting for us, for humanity. The Primordials live in this endless cycle of creation and destruction, and when it came to be the time for destruction, the gods were like, no, we really like these little creatures, let's keep them. They fought for us, and we fought for them. I didn't, I wasn't there, but I do know some, anyway. They fought for us, and, but they were very meddlesome in our lives. I say our, like again, like I was there. They were very meddlesome at the time. And, good or bad, who knows, but, it came to be a time when, the gods didn't want, they didn't want another war of this level of destruction. If they all fought together, almost all of them fought together. Like, you even had Tiamat and Pelor fighting with each other, like together to fight a common enemy. It was incredible. Like I said, it sounds like I was there, but that wasn't. And so after this, the gods made a promise to the primal spirits and to us mortals that they would stay out of our free will as much as they could. And so they retreated behind the Divine Gate. And the Divine Gate, I don't know if it's like an actual I don't know if there's like an actual location for it, but it's like a magic, that separates them from us. That separates them from the weave, even from tempering too much. The only goddess with really any true insight into the weave is the Lady of Fate, is the Raven Queen. But she considers it her solemn duty to protect it and not to let any meddling happen. That being said, it doesn't always work. Oh, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just saying that makes sense. It's good that we have that then.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the Raven Queen gives me access to the weave and to magic, and she does a little like thaumaturgy and makes all of the lights bright. And Adelaide and Visera look up from their conversation for a minute and then go back to talking. But it allows, I think, a better balance. That's just me personally. What about you? Are you a follower of any deity or?
Not until recently. Sarenrae has been holding a lot of appeal lately.
Oh, I love Sarenrae. So, I don't know if you know, but there's a high priestess of Sarenrae named Amy Stormwild, and she is one of my dearest friends.
She and her husband are very sweet, and their children are adorable.
Oh, I know. I was there for when both of them were born. Oh, they're absolutely precious. Anyway, she fought on the Raven Queen's side against Orcus. She and her husband, they both fought with us, all of us, with Death Chosen. I don't know if you've heard about them, but you can actually meet one of them. His name is Malamir. He looks a lot like me. We're kind of related a little bit. And he works at a shop in town. Well,
okay.
Yeah. So it's a magic shop. They sell, like magic items and like adventuring gear with his partner, Gilmore.
I will most certainly have to stop by. He sounds lovely.
He's very great.
Is it useful magic stuff?
Depends on your definition of useful.
Like magic tricks like Mondi does.
No, that's
Mondi
not
does
useful.
magic tricks?
No effects. No. God.
I mean, it's very simple stuff, and
Can I see?
I make the lights do the thaumaturgy like she was talking about with the Raven Queen.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. Do you have anything else?
Mostly just like little illusions and kind of pull out like my deck of fortune-telling cards. And, I grew up, my mother taught me a lot of illusions and things like that. So
Can you read fortunes?
I mean, I can do my best. Would you care for a quick fortune?
Would it be too much to ask? I'm sorry, I know we just met, but tiefling to tiefling.
No, not a problem. I mean, you seem like someone quite fun to read fortunes for.
Okay. What do I do? Do I close my eyes, or do I pick a card? What do I do?
Okay, so they can be warped to answer questions or general senses of maybe in the near future, like how the rest of your day is going to go. Is there anything in particular you would like to ask the cards?
Well, now this is a hard choice.
Isn't it though?
It really is. Let's
Yes, my friend here has been wanting to ask the cards a question for quite some time now, and just
Don't want to waste it.
I'm sure he would give you more than one question.
Wait,
Shh.
you can have more than one question?
Oh no, I guess not. I'm so sorry.
The more you use them, the weaker the fortune gets. There's some magic behind it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well then, let us see. I want to know about a friend of mine. I haven't seen her in a long time.
You want to know about who?
A friend of mine.
Okay. And I'll pull out the gesture for my cards to kind of just separate a little bit and just say, so picture in your mind's eye the person you're wondering about.
She actually reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small talisman and holds it in her hand. She says, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. And just focus on it. And when you're ready, just reach out and touch the card that your heart is drawn to.
Should I roll for it?
Yeah, roll whatever dice you'd like for it. It's the same ways.
2!
Cool.
I rolled Zaitharia's dice.
Again, it's the cards are sometimes difficult to decipher, and they're more about what they mean to you.
Okay.
But the card that you drew is called the Roads, and when it's right now, based on the way it's placed, he just kind of stops for a second. Again, this is probably
Go ahead.
mostly-
If it's bad, it's okay. I'm. Trust me. I've held my fair share of heartbreak. There's nothing a few cards can do to me.
Well, according to what I was taught, the Roads foretell misadventure.
Oh. I don't doubt it.
Oh?
Oh, you should meet Andy. Oh, she is a disaster. Oh, I've never met you know how some of us are wiser than others. She's possibly the least wise person I have ever had the fortune to meet in my entire life. You could easily convince her to give you her entire life savings. Just asking. She's believes literally everything everyone says to her. You see, Zaitharia holds her palm out, and there's a little silver pseudo dragon, like token in her hand. She says, "This is her pseudo dragon. I had it made. I haven't seen her in like almost a decade, so I'm assuming she's lost in the Feywild somewhere. You never know with her. She's got a archfey patron, so." She's sometimes up to no good. But have I said something wrong?
Oh, no, and I just kind of glance over at Deirdre. Who is the patron?
She called her the mistress?
Do I recognize that title?
Not to be confused with the grand mistress, of course. And Adelaide is just like, what? Why don't you... yes, I think you would recognize.
Okay.
She is not a member of the Seelie Court.
Oh.
Not even a little.
Great. I am very nervously avoiding eye contact and just sipping on my very delicious wine.
Please make a performance check.
I would also like to make a perception check to see if I could decipher that from Deirdre, that made her act
Make
that
an
way.
insight check with that. Yeah.
That could have been so good, and it wasn't. A 10.
That's cool, because she rolled a 30.
Shit. Okay.
Wow. 20, so you didn't even hide it from me either.
I have a passive perception of 16.
I'm not paying attention at all, so.
Is something the matter if I said something wrong?
No. Not anything wrong, per se. I have a knowledge of the Fae and the Feywild.
Oh, really? I don't know anything about the Feywild except for what Andy tried to tell me. And she's very smart, but sometimes she just talks and talks and talks, and it gets lost.
The Feywild it's a very strange and ever-changing place. And, some beings are better than others.
That is true of any plane you're on.
True. Does her mistress treat her well?
She doesn't talk much about her, actually. I know that sometimes her mistress would ask her to do specific things, like take on tasks. But Andy as a person, by the way, if you ever meet a halfling warlock who rides a broom, has a pseudo dragon, that's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
She is likely to show up when you least expect it. I first met her when I was fighting a beholder in the Underdark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's very special. She never complained, although Andy doesn't really complain much. But yes, I think that she was happy with her pact. You know, we all get our magic from somewhere.
Yes. Yes, I know. I'm glad. I'm glad that her mistress treated her well.
Yes, me too. Me too. I wasn't able to convert her over to the Raven Queen, but you know. Everybody will meet her, you know, it's only a matter of time.
Might I ask you a question?
Certainly. Can you tell me your name again?
My name's Marshall.
Marshall. Very good to meet you.
Good to meet you. What happened to Orcus in the end?
Well, most of the cult was destroyed by Death's Chosen. They were very diligent in cleaning up after what Orcus left. We fought Orcus, you know, in combat. And when he was destroyed, his avatar was destroyed and he was sent back to the Hells. He's not destroyed all the way. You can't do that, but...
No, you'd be surprised. He could destroy a god.
Well, not one like Orcus, I think. He has so many followers, and, you know, that's really what does it at the end. They say, from what I know, is God only dies when their last follower does.
Fair enough.
Do you follow?
And
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just asking what brings you all the way to Wolfcrest, if you don't mind me asking.
You notice it's very hard to see because of her very dark skin, or her obsidian skin, but a small flush does creep on her cheeks. She says, well, you know, I was raised here a little bit. I spent my teenage years here, and, you know, the Grand Mistress is very special to me, and anytime she will have me, I'll be here. And Adelaide, without even leaving the conversation, you see reaches a hand over and takes her hand and her own, and like intertwines her fingers for a moment. What about you all?
I'm just babysitting this lot. No,
That's rude.
Specifically those three.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's still rude.
You're not that much older than us, Kesra.
Age has nothing to do with it.
How did you get here from Iolin?
airship.
Which one? Who's your captain?
What was her name? Can't remember. DM, what was her name?
I'll message it to you.
All right. Ah, that's right. Sit there and think for a moment. Burke? Amelia Burke?
Captain Amelia Burke?
Yeah.
She's a legend. You were able to fly on an airship with her?
Yeah.
Oh, she's quite something.
Kesra beat her in an arm wrestling competition.
She did.
It was very impressive.
I did, it's true.
Wow.
She even beat me.
Kesra, you must be very strong.
Sometimes. I beat him at an arm wrestling competition.
She did.
Did. I wouldn't fuck with this one.
Well, consider me properly warned. What are you all hoping to accomplish here? I only ask because I get a little stir crazy in the city sometimes, and I like to help out where I can.
I think we're only here to stock up. We're actually coming back from an adventure ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yes, up the mountain.
Oh, that is an adventure.
Yes.
Something wrong, Kesra?
Absolutely not. This wine's delicious.
I'm so glad you like it. At this point, the next course is being brought in. And this is one of those kind of situations where they're small plates, but it's course after course of just kind of new and delicious food. And a lot of it's very meat heavy, you get, because hunting is the main trade, and there's not a lot of farmland around here. But the final course, not the final course, but one of the early desserts is pineapple.
Do I know what the fuck this is?
God.
Mika, I don't think so. I don't think you've ever seen this.
I have no fucking clue what this is.
You don't know what this is? It's a pineapple. They come only from Dragonshire.
Why is it so prickly?
It's not prickly. It's just you cut off the inside and you eat it with a little spoon. It's very sweet. You should try it.
Are we
Don't
sure
eat
it's
the
a
outside.
pineapple?
Don't eat that.
Are we sure it's a pineapple?
Are you asking the DM or are you asking Zytharia?
I'm asking Zytharia. I had a buddy of mine in a group a couple years ago said that he had guard duty at a party where the pineapple was not actually a pineapple.
I was hearing something about, but I heard it was the other way around. I heard it was a person who was actually a pineapple.
Really? That seems highly improbable.
I agreed. I didn't believe him.
I heard it was a bunch of pineapples.
That's really strange.
It's
Guys,
a great story as I munch on the pineapple.
That was actually pineapple.
it is pineapple because I actually got the pineapples myself. I brought them.
Oh, well, then all right. It's probably definitely mostly not a person. It's fine.
We're not
You
eating.
watch her look at her pineapple and cast detect magic. Nope, it's definitely pineapple.
I already ate it, so that's good to know.
But what are you saying, Marshall?
Look, I'm just not trying to eat people. It's the main goal of this situation. I'm getting more uncomfortable by the moment.
Well, it's not like I'm the one who suggested that this was pineapple.
Look, I don't have no, that's a lie. I have a lot of stories, but every once in a while, the story is particularly on point. That would be today.
While Zytharia is talking to you guys, Xandrin and Ray are in a small side conversation, and finally the warden and Visera are able to break, and Adelaide says, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to keep you all waiting for dinner, and the food was ready, but there were just some things that the warden and I needed to discuss. I trust that your stay in Wolfcrest has been pleasant so far.
Yes, it's been quiet for a city that's almost been sieged. It looks relatively untouched. I'm impressed.
Well, it wasn't almost that way. We were lucky.
I'm glad the city survived. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a part of my family tradition for a very long time. Regardless, tell me more about yourselves. Not everybody speak up at once.
I'm Leona. I'm from Ilvinus.
Oh, are you?
I am.
I'm so sorry to hear about Lord Kentigern.
It's very unfortunate.
Were you close?
Yes, we were. But now I've made new friends, and we've gone on adventures. And it's been fun, for the most part, yes. Yes.
Very good. I suppose you've been staying out of trouble, out of the war. Although, if we're being honest, the war is not the, it's not the worst trouble you could get into right now.
You mentioned something about the assembly. I've heard that before.
Are you sure? Because
Something about Asmodeus?
where did you hear about this?
So in my head,
I turn and look at Leona very sternly.
I mean, it was like a vision. It was like I was there, but I wasn't there.
What did you see?
I don't really remember much of what I saw. I just remember hearing about the assembly and it having to do with Asmodeus and one of the someone working for whatever it is.
For the first time you hear the warden speak up. Who did you hear was in the assembly?
Roman Kentagon.
Yes.
But this is to you, DM.
Oh, what? Yeah, what do you want?
Does he look aggressive right now?
Who is he?
The warden.
It's a female.
Oh, pardon. Does she look aggressive?
No. She looks
Good enough.
surprised.
All right.
That's very interesting.
I thought so too. Although less interesting than I would have found it a couple of days ago.
So, very interesting. Do you know where Richard Kentigan is now?
I assume. And I went to his funeral.
I'm so sorry. I misspoke. Roman Kentigan.
I did not go to his funeral, but the last we saw him, he didn't look so great. But no, I'm not sure he is now.
Ray speaks up. The last time we saw him was in a bar. Midtown. He attacked.
Yeah.
Without warning, did he not?
He attacked and I hit him in the face heaps of times and he fell down. You know this bloke?
I do, but I know him as a member of the Silence as well. Which means that he would be a double agent. Because the Silence and the Assembly are diametrically opposed. In fact, the Assembly is diametrically opposed with everyone. From what I know, they mean to bring Asmodeus here, to the prime material plane, to rule over all of us.
And how would one accomplish that?
Dark magic. Ritual sacrifice.
I'm going to look at Cytharia. This wouldn't have anything to do with the Divine Gate, would it?
Cytharia kind of scrunches her brows. I don't know. No one has ever crossed the Divine Gate. Like, not truly. I mean, maybe they... I can see rituals to try to get around it, but as far as what do you mean, like trying to like
Tear it down?
tear it down? Are you? Do you know? That's impossible.
Is it?
Quite impossible. There are safeguards. There are thousands of people who keep it safe.
Not impossible.
So how exactly do thousands of people keep it safe?
I mean, I'm not privy to it, but there are many organizations there is one particular organization who is sworn to protect it. In fact, whole bloodlines of people who are sworn to protect it.
Well, here's to hoping they succeed, I guess.
I mean, that kind of magic, It's been around for a long time, but I've never heard of anybody having access to that kind of magic, or even knowing that kind of... You would have to know the secrets of the universe. You would have to... I don't... The Raven Queen would have told me if Divine Gate is under attack.
Cool.
She was the last god to ascend before it was built.
Well, then, maybe it's fine.
I hope so. You all seem very... You seem like you know something that you're not telling.
I have a lot of things that I don't tell people.
This is very true. This is true. I can attest to this.
We're trying to keep people within those bloodlines safe.
Understand.
I've got a question. It was mentioned earlier. Who's the Black Watch? Sounds like a mercenary group, but I've never heard of them.
The warden speaks up. It's only the most deadly force that I've ever seen. A legion of devils, of anti-paladins, of dark casters who serve their commander.
So not a mercenary group then. Who's their commander?
Well, the leader of the assembly.
Oh, okay, cool.
They work for the assembly. They are the most elite, the most powerful of his forces. And they are sent to destroy anyone who gets in his way. They have been around for centuries. They only come to the prime material plane once every decade or so, when their master's bidding demands it. But I fear that their master's ambitions have grown quite large.
Do we know who the leader of the assembly is right now?
The leader of the assembly, the leader of the Black Watch, is who it has always been. The King of Torment, Apollyon.
That would explain why. Sorry, the Black Watch is a very mercenary group sounding name, so I thought it was a more mundane.
Do you have much experience with mercenary groups, Kesra?
Yeah, I've been in a few.
Which ones?
I was in the Bold Hand originally, but they disbanded real fast.
Mm-hmm.
A couple here and there.
Anyone else I would have heard of?
Probably.
Like which ones?
Different ones.
Like?
This is
Kesra.
nothing new. This is what she does.
Probably.
You should ask her where she's from.
Yeah,
She's from Place.
I'm from place.
No, she's not.
I'm from place.
No, you're
It's a
not.
little. It's a little northeast of town.
There's
Yeah.
not. There's nothing northeast of here. Oh,
I'm from. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
I know where you're from.
I should hope not. I don't know who the hell you are. No, I'm sorry. You probably don't. It's fine.
Whatever you say.
Mhm.
Where's she from?
Sunshine?
I am rather interested to know.
Nice dimples?
It's
Roll a persuasion check, Leona.
Wait, Kessler, are you meaning to tell me you're not from place?
I am from place. That's the whole that's why this is all so confusing.
26?
From place. Yeah. I don't know why you would know though. No offense. You.
You don't know very much about me.
Yeah, I would think that you would know very much about me either, so I'm a
She knows
little.
more about you than you know about her.
Yeah, that's frightening. I don't like knowing much about people in general.
That's
When-
usually how it goes.
Where's Kestra from?
It's like y'all are gonna be disappointed if you find out. It's not that exciting, I promise.
I mean, it can't be any worse than Place.
Guarantee you've never heard of it regardless, so doesn't
She's
matter.
from
Read a lot of books.
she's
Nope.
from a small town called Ryzen,
Have I heard it?
outskirts of the Wildwoods.
So hang on. Why the fuck do you know where I'm from?
The Wildwoods.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Why do you, who I have met exactly an hour ago, know where I'm from?
She takes a long sip of her wine. It is my business to know things.
Mm-hmm.
I visited you when you were a little girl. I'm a little older than I look.
Okay.
Everybody at the table is dead silent. Ray, the warden, the Grand Mistress, Xandrin.
Okay.
What do you know about your parents?
Exactly as much as I want.
How much is that?
Absolutely nothing.
You sure?
Yes.
Why is that? So they don't hurt you?
No.
So you are free of them? Free of whatever responsibility comes
No.
to your shoulders from them? Then what?
I just stopped caring about who they were a long time ago.
Because you were tired of being hurt?
Probably.
You know, when you block out pain, you also block out joy. When you cut yourself off to feeling, cut yourself off to everything.
Makes sense.
But you know what? You were a lot different when you were younger. Had a bit of a hero complex. You didn't like the other kids being bullied, you said. I remember you walking up to one of them and saying, pick on someone your own size. You want to punch someone, you should punch me.
If I recall, I punched him back.
You
And he
did.
didn't punch me again. Yeah?
You were 7. Maybe
Mhm.
8.
I don't know.
See, you don't know much about me. But I have a job. A duty. To the Raven Queen. To protect Fate Touched. She takes her hand and places it just on your shoulder just for a moment, and you feel a slight bit of warmth. Kate, you now have 1 luck point that you may
Oh, hot
use
damn.
once
Yeah.
per day.
Thanks, Sai. Thanks.
And with it, you gain a flash of what you saw in the well. But the man's face is much clearer. Half-elven, long dark hair, bright green eyes. The face of Xanalor.
Do I get the name with the face, or just...
You remember who it is. You've met him.
See, this is why I'm not a fan of dinner parties.
Adelaide reaches over. Zytharia, what's going on? Oh, I told you I had an assignment here in town. Had to check up on some people.
I appreciate that, Zytharia. I like Kessa even more now.
Yes.
Why? How? Now that you know where she's from?
No. She told a little bastard to punch her instead.
Oh, yes, it was very endearing. She used to have quite a little white knight complex.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I see the world has beat you down since then.
It's still there.
It always does, doesn't it?
Next subject?
Monty, how are you doing?
Perfect.
I'm good. This pineapple is delicious. I've never had it before.
Isn't this very good?
Yes, it feels like it's like there's an acid to it, but I like it.
Yes, actually, pineapple can digest protein, so sometimes that's why you feel a little, kind of something
like
in your mouth. It's also trying to eat you as you're eating it. But it's completely harmless.
Wonderful.
I promise. Unless you're allergic, then, well. Then you
Just
might
kind
die.
of like push it away from me.
You would know pretty quickly if you were allergic.
But yeah, I'm doing well.
Very good. Any plans while you're in the city?
Well, I would love to meet your brother, see his
Oh,
shop.
no, he's not my brother.
Oh, sorry.
No. We share a, well, you are a tiefling because somebody in your family had maybe a deal with the devil, or perhaps your bloodline was influenced by infernal magic, which is devils. My bloodline was formed from Orcus, who is a demon. And so that's why I do not speak infernal, I speak abyssal, and I am an abyssal tiefling. That's why I'm so strong.
I've never met an abyssal that word, tiefling.
Abyssal tiefling? Yeah, there are only two of us, just me and Malamir.
Well, I would love to meet him and see his shop while we're in town.
Sure. Just look for Gilmore's. Anyway. Zytharia looks at each one of the tables, she kind of stops at Marshall again. You all have so many secrets. All of them are well earned, I'm sure. You're on the right path, I think. The lot of you. Oh, I can tell I'm making you all uncomfortable. I'll stop. Alright.
I just didn't want to talk shop at dinner.
Oh! Well... Grand Mistress, Adelaide, you don't mind, do you? Adelaide kind of shakes her head. Anything you say, priestess. Let me at it.
I've only got one question.
Okay.
You say your mistress tells you things, yeah?
Hmm?
The name Helm ring a bell.
Helm.
Yeah.
Ray kind of like sits up a little. Scytharia stays quiet for a little bit. Does the Watcher mean anything to you?
Yeah, there you go.
The Watcher. I've heard of him. He's not from here.
No. I think I brought him with me.
From where?
From where I'm from.
Iolan? I know all of the gods of Iolan.
You know, I don't truly understand it myself. But one day I woke up and everything I knew was something different.
Well, what brought you here?
I made a stupid choice that saved all my bloody friends, and I was left alone.
I understand that. I do. Anyway, sorry, the Grand Mistress, is there anything that you wanted to address with them? Adelaide, who is basically sitting back and watching very interestedly and sipping at her wine. No, I think I've got everything. That sounded ominous. Just wanted to get to know you all a little bit more. Scytharia has already told me a little bit about a couple of you. Just wanted to know what we were getting into.
What do you mean getting into?
Yeah.
The warden speaks up. Well, we've been Well, we've been tracking the assembly, and we've noticed that they've sent a number of devils after you. We noticed devil movement near Adare a month or so ago, and that led us to you. Surely didn't think it was a coincidence. Weren't you all abducted?
3 of us were. It's how we met Marshall and Alexander, actually.
Do you think any of that was coincidental?
Not anymore.
You all have some very powerful people looking after you. We've gone and made you uncomfortable. How rude of us. Just know that,
wine.
Oh, have as much as you like. You know, you don't have to accept these duties, I guess you would call them, responsibilities that come with your circumstances, each one of you. You can shirk them if you'd like. Ignore them. Maybe they'll go away. But this civil war, this is only the beginning. Because whoever's left gets to deal with an even greater threat. The King of Torment. Apollyon. And I fear that you lot have something to do with it. Not him coming, but I feel like you have something to do with what is to come. I don't know what it is though. You all seem like very good people. Well, for the most part. I'm just wondering, this life, it comes with its challenges and tests. Go on, speak your minds.
What could we do if we were wanting to even be of assistance?
Well, don't die, first of all.
We struggle with that, but we do our best.
Well, perhaps call to your gods for more magic. If that's the case. I simply cannot spare, or we simply cannot spare Zytharia to go with you. The second is, stay together. Trust each other. Have each other's backs. That's what got us in the end, the 7. After we did our duty, we didn't have each other's backs. And that's why there are not 7 of us anymore. We're gonna make a history check.
Oh, 11.
It's not a hard DC. You do know about the 7. In fact, I would say most of you know about the 7. They're only the most well-known heroes of all time. And you know that the Warden Visera, Adelaide Wolfwood, Theo of Asmarin, Isabella's cousin Rodolfo Massiere, Ever Hassan, and Orion, forgot his last name, were a part of it. I almost had them all. You know that many of them are dead. Now, we won't hold you much longer. I can see you are all eager to leave. Do your best to stay safe in the city. Any questions?
What would you have us do?
I would not ask anything of you. Although, perhaps, arming yourselves against the Black Watch should they decide to seek you out. Learning more about who you are, your heritage. She looks at you, Monty. And then you, Leona. And then you, Kesra. More about your powers. Your enemies. Each other. I can tell you one thing, that secrets between you all. That's what will get you killed. Well, this is a lovely topic of conversation. Would anybody like some more pineapple?
I think it's digesting a little my mouth a little too much. I think I'll abstain. Thank you.
Yeah, my mouth's feeling a little fuzzy, and I don't really care for it anymore.
I will take one more piece.
Better get.
You all have been very humble hosts, and thank you for having us for tonight. As awkward as this may feel, this is a nice change of pace over the last few weeks.
Really?
Well, you know, the horned devils and such. You guys are much better company than
Xandrin turns over and says to Ray and says, "Why don't you come and stay? Why don't you come stay in the castle, Ray? You'll be more comfortable." Ray, whose face is red now, says, Xandrin, no, I don't think it's necessary. I don't want to draw any more attention to myself. And Xandrin says, well, fine, how about I come and visit you all? Ray says, I love role-playing with myself, you guys. It's fine. You know, I think I'm a bit tired after having had a long day. But perhaps tomorrow, Xandrin. Xandrin says, alright. Sure. The plates are cleared away. Eventually... Go ahead, Marshall.
Is Ray anywhere near me?
How close do you want him to be?
I just want to lean over and say, you're getting it from every angle, mate.
What's Xandrin's reaction?
To that?
No, to the decline.
Make an insight check.
23.
I will message you.
As the dishes are being cleared, all I want to do is lift up my glass and say to family, and drink the rest of my glass.
Ray raises his glass to you. To family. As you guys begin making your way back, you watch Ray takes his hand to the back of his head and gives the hair a bit of a shake, and it lightens a few shades, and little bits of his appearance change, just enough to like not look exactly like him, but to be, you guys would recognize him. Before you all leave.
Before I leave, can I slip back to the peoples? I have one more question.
Certainly.
So, you said that if Roman was in fact working with the Assembly, then he was a double agent. Would it be wise to inform the silence of this?
The warden, Visera, turns to Adelaide and says, I would be surprised if Venvid didn't already know. Perhaps she doesn't. Why, do you have contacts within the silence?
Yes, I do. I do.
You sound ashamed.
I don't really know how I feel about it. They don't have a very... They don't have a particularly good reputation.
An organization that deals in secrets often does not. Do you want to know a story? Very quick, I promise.
I do love stories.
Well, the Divine Gate, when it was created on the bloodline of a specific line. And that woman, Akalia, the first keeper, she had 3 daughters. Sura, Seema, and Asara. Asara was a warlock. And the lastborn, the last daughter. She dedicated her life to making sure that her mother's sacrifice, because her mother sacrificed her soul for the gate, to create it. Asara wanted that sacrifice to never be in vain. And so she created a group of people dedicated to guarding it, to guarding the secrets of the Divine Gate. They've had many names over the years, but now they are more commonly known as the Silence.
So they're working to keep the gate safe.
In a way, yes.
So I should tell them, just in case they don't already know. Seems like a good idea, right?
If you think that is wise, yes.
Do you think it's wise? I've been making a few poor decisions lately. I'm open for recommendations or suggestions.
Well, Zytharia steps in. Leona, I believe that you have an incredible power of insight. I think that you need only to look at the stars and see your place in them to know what you need to do.
Okay, that was not as straightforward as I was hoping, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I won't trouble you anymore. Thank you, all of you.
It is I who have been troubling you, I promise. It was good to finally meet you all.
It's good to meet you guys as well.
At least
No.
not in disguise.
What?
What?
Have we met you before? Wait, whoa, accent change. Have we met you before?
Maybe.
You're very good at disguises.
You have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Goodbye, have a good one.
Okay, bye.
Creepy tiefling is creepy.
So it is late in the evening, and you have time to do what it is. We are going to take a short potty break, and then we'll be right back.
Woo-woo.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandem need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless. I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more. That's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces. Yeah, I need Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane and they're right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane and they're right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. And give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane and they're right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Welcome back. Here we are. The party is now leaving the castle. Where are you guys going?
What time of day is it?
It's early evening.
Probably home then.
I have a date with a bar stool,
Mm-hmm.
so and I am eager to be on time.
Wait, I'm sorry. How late is it?
Early evening, maybe like 8:30. You guys begin to make your way home. And nothing really of interest happens. Go ahead and give me a perception check from everybody.
I'm so perceptive. Well, okay. I am this time.
Oh, it's not dark out, right?
It is dark out.
Oh, it is dark.
Would you like to use your...
I mean, I just automatically get
Oh, you automatically get it?
any wisdom check adds my charisma to it.
Alright.
Ooh. I actually got an 18 this time, but that's because I rolled a 17, so.
Did anybody roll higher than a 15? Everybody who rolled higher than a 15, not including Ray, who did not roll higher than 15. You guys begin to hear a ruckus down one of the side streets. It sounds like a lot of older people kind of shouting.
Elderly riot. I like it.
Can we see can we like go a little closer to see what's going on?
You guys head down a side street and peek over, and what you see in front of you is a large gathering of people. They are all, some of them are seated, some of them are standing near tables. They all have some sort of board in front of them, like a wooden board. In the middle of all of them is a large cage. And within this cage are actually a bunch of chickens. Underneath the chickens, drawn in the dirt, is some kind of strange sigil. Some kind of strange whatever. And you see a bunch of people are throwing feed at the chickens. And the chickens are just like... bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, okay. I know what this is. Yeah. Okay.
And every once in a while, you hear a gentleman call out, Paylor 9? Paylor 9! And then after you guys are there for a minute, you hear someone goes, bingo!
This is the strangest chocobo race I've ever seen.
They're really tiny for chocobos, man.
You are witnessing what I have learned to be chicken shit bingo. It's
a real southern thing, y'all.
I'm fucking done.
From the South. That is real South.
I forgot it existed, actually.
Real South.
Yep.
Is that actually a thing?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I had to put it in there. Would
Kester
you guys like
knows
to
what
play?
it is. Kester knows what it is. She won't bet on it, though.
Leona's
Most of the people who are playing this game are between the ages of 60 and 90.
so cute old people.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say how much I appreciate that last time I heard his Paylor's name invoked involved chicken shit? Pretty pleased with that, to be real honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys have this event that you can approach, or you can if you want.
Look, man, old people get feisty. Should leave
I
them.
don't think
Getting
this
in
is
any
the
more
right
fights,
demographic
Katra?
for me.
Huh.
I don't know. Marshall, you're getting up there, aren't you?
I heard that sparkles, by the way.
I'm
You're welcome, Dimples.
gonna try and punch him.
I'm gonna.
Roll an attack.
He's still punching each other.
30.
Yeah, that hits.
Please stop hitting each other.
Ah, bugger! He's gonna punch you back.
Stop!
Oh, guys, we all got an inspiration from Bill Chavez.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Wait, I don't have jack shit.
Now we have 2. You don't need that Dreamcatcher. That's the same thing.
It is. Yeah. He lands a hit on you.
Oh, stop it.
Yes, Mom.
We bond.
Stop it.
What would you guys like to do with your night?
Drink, sleep.
I would like to try to make a decision about sending. I'm gonna look deep within myself.
I think that should be your next character's accent.
I love it. Please let it be the next accent.
Very good.
Next disguise, guys. I'm gonna look deep, way down deep, and see if I can decide if I should send a message to Maud or not.
Do it.
Do I get any feeling in my gut? Do I get a gut feeling?
Why don't you make a wisdom check?
Okay.
Look to the stars.
Oh, no, I look to the stars. Oh, well,
It's cloudy. It's fine.
it's a 12.
Is that adding your charisma modifier?
It's not a,
Add your charisma modifier.
okay. Well, that's more math. 17.
Okay. You remember Zatharia's advice to look at the stars and think about, your place in them, and you glance up and they seem brighter than they used to. As if your vision's been enhanced somehow. And you get this swelling of peace within your gut.
Like a piece about sending it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Then I will give myself just a little bit of distance, not like trying to get away, just like so that I'm not distracted by any conversation that might be happening.
What do you say?
I'm sending a message to Maud.
Okay.
Casting sending.
Also, I'm keeping an eye on her. I'm not listening, but I'm like,
oh, this is in my head.
well, yes, but you moved away.
Oh, I did. Roman Kentigan cannot be trusted. I believe he's working with the Assembly beyond your God. Deliberately short.
Okay.
Heard that.
You wait quietly, patiently, for any response from Maud. And it takes a while, but you do hear something in response.
Oh. Wasn't expecting that.
You hear. This isn't what you hear.
A yawn? I'm sorry I woke you up.
It's late. You should think about this.
You hear. Liam. Oh god, how did she say? Leona Swift-Silver. It's good to hear from you. I've been looking for you. But my spells are all failing. Where are you?
Oh. I will cast Sending.
Mm-hmm.
I am safe. I'm sorry for the silence. Haha. Hope you have a great night.
Best use of sending.
Sorry. Don't want to be rude. She asked a question that I didn't answer.
The record, I'm
A
very proud.
vague response you hear. Very well, Shay Hallowell.
Okay. Do I get any feel from that tone that she used?
Why don't you roll an insight check?
Oh, yes, I will certainly do so. Under the... Oh, thank God it's under the stars. 17.
She seems a little gruff, a little amused.
For the record, Kester didn't hear any of that, but she has suddenly got a swell of pride. She doesn't understand why.
I did good. I did good, guys. Just watch this be the person that we could actually trust. It's fine. This is fine, guys. I'll figure it out eventually. I go from trusting everyone to trusting.
There's a lot of crisscrossy, strange things going on at
What?
the
In
moment.
my campaign? What are you talking about?
Lots of things that are seemingly good, seemingly bad. Maybe they're both. Maybe they're neither. Who knows? All I know is beer's good. It will always be good.
As you guys are making your way back, How are you guys walking? Scrum me up and give me a marching order, if you will.
I'm probably towards the back because I was messaging,
Okay.
sending.
I'm definitely trying to blend in still. I'm just Moldy, but definitely try to have lower profile. I don't know if I have a hood or not.
Okay.
I'm
You
probably
should have.
walking beside him.
Okay.
I would imagine I'd be in the front somewhere.
Okay.
I will be in the back and a little off to the side so I can keep an eye on everyone.
Okay. You guys are walking and things seem normal until Mondi, you feel an arm around your neck and a blade against the side of your throat.
Not green.
Hey, old friend.
Do I recognize that voice?
Yeah.
Is it Finn? Oh,
And as soon as you feel the blade against the side of your neck right here, the hold releases, and you all, out of fucking nowhere, you see this young, maybe 19-year-old rogue, for lack of a better word. She is dressed in black armor, kind of thin, androgynous, dark brown hair, darker skin, endlessly brown eyes, and she takes her hood and pulls it back. And she looks about the same as the last time you saw her a couple years ago, except for now she's got a nice, pretty scar right down her eye.
As soon as she releases me, I'll turn around, just like give her a tight hug. Be like, I'm really glad I ran into you and not other people.
Other people?
Well,
Why, what would they do to you? Put a knife to your throat?
I don't know. I would like to hope not. What happened? Where have you?
Where have I been?
Yes.
Where have I been? I've been in prison.
I know. How did you get out? I didn't think you were going to.
I made a deal. And she has this dagger out and she starts twirling it between her fingers. You can introduce me to all your friends?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? These are my friends. This is Deirdre. Deirdre, this is my friend Finn. And this is Leona, Kesra, Marshall, Ray.
Ray gives her a nod. Quite a crew you've got.
You got a funny way of saying hello.
Yeah, well. Anyway, you look good. You look a little bit scalier, though.
I haven't noticed. How long have you been out?
2 months. Made a deal. Fight in the battle, win my freedom.
You were in the siege that happened, or the attack that happened here.
I was. A lot of prisoners were, in exchange for their freedom. They were desperate. I mean, not everybody got a chance, only those with skills, you know, like people who know where to put blades. Kind of like that guy. I bet you that guy knows where to put a blade. She's pointing, you know, the big one over there.
Which one?
Oh, there's 2 big ones. Yeah, both of them.
I look at Ray and go,
You know, you look familiar. And she looks at Ray, who says, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Accent changing on a dime.
It's probably because he looks like me.
Yeah, well, last time I saw Maudie here, we were running a job.
What kind of job?
The illegal kind.
Oh.
Yeah, bunch of us kids. Trying to prove ourselves. We got busted. Well, I got busted. Monty got away. Heard about your incident with the goblins, though.
So word has gotten around about that.
Yeah, it's a little hard to believe that you kind of jumped ship because of some rodents. Although, I didn't really think that you'd be the kind of person to leave me behind either, so... I don't know if you can tell I'm a little bitter.
I wasn't leaving you behind. The goblins were a last-minute decision, and in the moment, and I tried to find a way to get you out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, well, I guess promises between friends don't mean much. You know, like when we said we'd always be there for each other.
I'm sorry. Would you like to... We're heading back to the tavern. Would you like to join us? Maybe we can talk some more there.
I feel like your friends don't really like me.
You didn't really give them that warm of a hello.
I like everybody.
It's true.
She's telling you the truth. If nothing else, you and Leona get along fabulously. She gets along with everyone well.
I don't like anybody.
She does not like anyone.
That is also very true.
I don't care either way.
Tell you what, you buy me a drink, I'll tell you what's been going on since you left.
I would buy you a drink regardless. I feel like I at least owe you that much.
Probably. Almost lost my left eye because of you.
It wasn't just because of me. It was we.
Yeah, we were all in it together.
Maybe we should all go back and have a drink and have the conversation over a drink or three. Yeah?
Sure. She's cute.
Lead the way, Leona.
I will lead the way.
It's a little awkward as you guys finish the remainder of your walk to the bar, but you guys get in there, and is there anything you guys would like to do? Deirdre, you look like you have something to say.
On the walk, I actually slow down to walk next to Kesra.
Me?
I know I make a lot of bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to stop me from banishing her, please.
Well, then just don't do it.
Okay.
I mean, gotta weigh the pros, cons. Pros, she's not here anymore. It's a pretty big pro. Con, she may eventually come back.
She'd only be gone for a minute.
Also a big con. I don't know how that shit works. Also, chances are somebody noticing. That's the last thing we need. Although, Chuckles over there seems to be a beacon for shit anyway, so kind of
We all are
point.
to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Pros, cons. Pros, she's gone. Con, she comes back.
I'm not gonna do it. She shouldn't treat him that way.
She should definitely have moved the fuck on. You're right. Maybe this will help. But won't help.
How far away are you guys?
Kesra said she was back, so
Yeah, no, I'm like a good, I'm like separated from the group enough that I can see the whole group easily.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not being loud and obvious about it.
Okay.
You know. We're back in the back. I can be discreet. I'm probably the most discreet one out of all of us, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
But look, this might help her move on. If it doesn't, then I will personally help her move on. It'll be fine.
Speaking of moving on, the conversation that I said I could handle with Leona yesterday.
Yeah.
I can talk to you about it when we get inside.
Sounds like fun.
Hardly. Actually, it may be. It may be. You might have some fun with this.
All right. We'll talk after.
Sounds good.
No weird funky magic shit, all right?
No weird funky magic shit.
There we go. You're listening.
I try. I'm getting better.
Yeah? I'm pretty sure you're the only one that hasn't died of the three of y'all yet, so I'll count that as progress.
Yeah. Yeah.
You all approach the bar, the tavern where you're staying, and Finn pops in with you, kind of crosses her arms as she sits against the bar, waits for the drink to come to her. So, Maudie, tell me what you've been up to.
Well, after I left Wolfcrest, I just kind of wandered a little bit and ran into these three gesturing towards Deirdre, Kessera, and Leona along the way. We've been traveling together, been to a wedding, took a little trip into the mountains, just, exploring. Been trying to lay low for the most part. Was a little paranoid about the ripple of abandoning the Thieves Guild, but...
That makes sense. It's at this time when, not even a few moments after you've entered the bar, another patron enters, and you recognize the face of Xandrin. Ray immediately stands up, and you can see why, because Xandrin is drunk. Ray stands up, very stern expression on his face, says, "Don't worry about it, I got it." Stands up, immediately crosses the room to Xandrin, who begins to start to speak, and then Ray somehow manages to quiet him and leads him outside. Before he pops out the door, he just gives you guys a wave like, "I'll be right back." What was that about?
I'm not sure.
Well, sounds like a good time. What happened to that goblin girl?
She unfortunately passed shortly after I left with her.
That sucks, bro.
It was rough.
Sure, it was really hard.
What have you been up to since you won back your freedom, or gained your freedom, I should say?
Well, I was locked up for a year. Got out and killed a bunch of people for someone I don't even know. That was, well, now that I'm out, working jobs for the Thieves Guild, which turns out means working jobs for the Wolfwoods. I'm sorry, Wolfwood. There's only one left. Never thought I'd be working for some princess.
How have things been with the rest of the thieves in Wolfcrest? Is that...
There's some disagreement over our involvement. there's some disagreement over our involvement in the whole war. Some discontentment. You know, a lot of us joined the Thieves Guild because we didn't like the lot we'd been given in life. And, you know, those of us who weren't lucky enough to have, like, you know, parents or like a dowry or a home. So some of them are upset that we're working with the crown. Although, I mean, honestly beats Ron in prison. You should have heard the guy I was locked up with. He was nuts. Muttering in his sleep. That's how I got this. I wanted to sacrifice my eye.
He wanted to sacrifice your eye?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
For what? Or what was he saying?
Honestly, most of the time he was speaking a language that I don't know. Woke up one night, pinned down.
Is he still in prison?
Oh no,
Do
I
you know?
killed him.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. That seems like it must have been a terrible place to be.
Yeah. Not really what I imagined my life looking like, to be honest. So.
Well, you're free now, so I mean.
Am I?
I guess, you know, you could do what I did. I don't. Have you heard too much about? Has there been rumors or anyone looking for me since?
Oh, for you? Oh, I don't know. I mean, they were pretty pissed, but like. I guess since technically the Goblin Girl died, I guess you fulfilled your end of it. That's what they wanted, extermination. I did hear a rumor that those goblins were like eating people, though. That's pretty gross.
I think that was that was not my case or experience with the goblins, but I've been wrong about goblins before.
I know what that feels like. Your new crew, they seem nice.
Yes, they're very, very talented and very, very good people.
And pretty.
Yes, they are, I suppose.
You are always a sucker for a pretty face.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, mate.
Well, I'm glad that I got to see you again. And that you are safe.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess. We've been wondering where you are. Well, some of us. Thank you. I don't know. I always imagined things ending up differently. Guess I just didn't see you taking off like that.
Yeah, I was a bit confused, I guess, about just my own place in the world, and just needed to step away for a little while. But you know, I mean, that was yeah, a little bit, I suppose. I feel a little more okay with myself than I did when I was here. So.
I always thought you were pretty great, but it's just me.
Would you like another drink? It's you can have as many as you would like on me, obviously.
What, are you loaded now?
No, not loaded, but
You and I used to go dumpster diving for food. Like,
I remember. It was fortunately I'm not doing that anymore. But
got a sugar mama now or something?
no, just found more than just petty crime. Little rewards and stuff, things like that. Been exploring and adventuring a little more.
Good for you, man. Nah, I don't need it at all. I won't take any more of your money. I just couldn't believe it when I saw you. Seems like a coincidence if you've only just gotten into town. Were you here during the siege?
No. My friends and I, we just got here a day or so ago. We haven't been here long. We were just wandering around the city a little bit and saw some chicken shit bingo, and then...
That stuff's a riot.
It's not my kind of gambling, but keeps the elderly entertained.
Speaking of your kind of gambling, still know everything I taught you?
Yeah, I haven't gambled in a while. I haven't had to try to cheat as much, but yeah, I think I still remember a little bit.
How about an honest game between two old friends?
No sneaky stuff, right?
Do you know me? No sneaky stuff. Oops. So
What do I do?
Go ahead and roll 3d6s.
I haven't gambled in so long.
We're gonna do 3d6s.
Cool.
I tell you what, winner, if I win, you'll do a favor for me. If I win, I'll do one for you.
All right, fine. Fair trade. Why not? You just add them together? Is that how this works? I forgot the...
It's however we want to do it. You want to go first? What do you got?
I pull my hand away and show a 6, a 2, and a 1. Not my best roll.
No, it's not. It's almost like you want to lose.
What about you? What do you have?
She reveals her hand. A 6, a 1, and a 3.
That feels...
You think I
guess.
cheated?
No. It's just strange that they ended that way.
A lot of strange going on here right now, I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm a man of my word, so...
Are you really?
I try to be as much as I can be. So, I owe you a favor.
You remember my sister, Charlie?
Yes, vaguely.
Can't find her.
What happened to her, as far as you know?
Well, I mean, we're not like really sisters. We just kind of... Right when I got out, I found her, and she told me about a guy she'd been seeing who was a wizard or whatever. So, the kind of people who study magic and shit out of the books. She just told me how romantic he was and how he would read her fortune in her palm and whatever, all kinds of bullshit. stuff I thought she'd never fall for. Well, she's been missing for 2 weeks. And I can't find him either.
Did you happen to see who she'd been seeing, or?
Yeah. He's this, kind of tall. Not like as tall as that other guy. Blue eyes, dark brown hair, kind of a snooty nose, you know, like talked like a fancy, you know, highborn.
Was he human, or?
Yeah, he's a human.
And did you know where maybe he had been staying, or where maybe I could find more?
I don't know, I looked for him everywhere. But apparently he was using a fake name.
Do you know the name that he was using?
Yeah, he was going by the name Damon. Anyway, he was, I don't know. I've been looking for wizards all over the place, and I'm starting to even wonder if that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my edge, but I used to be really good at this, and
If there's any other leads you have, I mean, this isn't much for me to go off of other than...
yeah, well, I only met him like twice, but one time I did see him and he was talking to himself in an alley. So I snuck up, you know, and he had something in his hands and he was talking into it. Like, I don't know, like a coin.
That is very strange.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not like Charlie to you know, leave or break her promises.
I'm sorry to hear about your sister, but I'm sure she's fine, and a favor's a favor. I will make sure that I do my best to find her as soon as possible for you.
Thanks. You know, I kind of miss the days all of us kids running around and felt like we owned the city, you know, breaking into old abandoned houses and smoking some, well, you remember.
Yes, feeling like we could never die, you know?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Ron totally bit it.
Really?
He got run over by a horse.
That's a very
Yeah, on the winter
upsetting
solstice,
way to go.
something really weird happened in the city. All of the horses went crazy. He got trampled.
All of the horses in the city were...
Yeah, it was even horses that are normally like really calm. They just kind of went crazy, but I don't know, fucking weird.
Which is weird. Our horses were acting strange too around that time.
Anyway, last I saw Charlie, she was well, she was in our old hideout. North side of town.
And you've talked to other members too, see if maybe they knew?
Yeah, I even put out a bid for someone to go look for her, but no one's taken it. Apparently everybody's super busy right now.
I'm sure everyone's pretty nervous about what this war means for them.
Yeah. Same shit, different day. All I know is people in the castle wage wars using lives of people who they think don't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I can tell I think it's, you've outgrown, you know, all of this. So, you got your new family. Congrats, man. You got out.
You still have time too.
Yeah, but I ain't got a reason.
Find you a nice little goblin girl to run off with.
Nah, my reason ran off when you did.
Oh. I'm sorry.
We knew what it was. I mean, you know, good friends, right? Regardless, look, I'm obviously bumming you out, so I'm gonna head out. But
No, it's been I genuinely am glad that I ran into you again.
yeah, me too. Parker's still around if you want to see him. Got himself actually a gig apprenticing at a blacksmith. Turns out he's good at more than swinging those meaty fists at people's faces.
I mean, it does make sense that that's where you'd end up.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to see you, so I'm gonna say hey. He's down there at the blacksmith, actually, over he gives you a direction. Camille can't think of a direction right now.
Well, that's good to know. I'll definitely, before we leave, make it a point to stop in and see how he's doing.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta get going.
And I'll kind of stand up as she's getting up and give her a hug. And sorry again.
It's just kind of a stiff hug, and she like pats you on the shoulder real awkwardly, like, yeah, okay.
I somehow managed to make it more awkward.
Later, haters. She leaves. So when Ray got up, Marshall, you said you got up as well?
Yeah, I got up, and after a few moments, I followed him out the door.
Essentially, what you witness looks a lot like a lover's spat. At one point, you see Xandrian try and pull Ray in, actually, for a kiss, and Ray pushes him back and tells him that he's too drunk. And by the time anybody notices you, they're still in middle of a pretty heated argument, and you hear Xandrian say desperately, Ray, but I loved you, like, what are you doing? Ray just shakes his head. Xandrian and I have so much more to deal with right now than this. I can't do this. I can't do it anymore. I can't hide. I can't be what you want me to be. Xandrian shakes his head. You know, and you can tell by now he's pretty fucking trash. He says, your crown, your family, It's all for shit. It's all ruined. It's over. You need to move on. Ray takes a step back. You're drunk. Go home. At this point, you see Xandrin's eyes begin to fill with tears and says, why can't you just come with me? Ray shakes his head. I'm sorry, but we've done this too many times, Xandrin, and I can't be hurt by you anymore. Ray goes to walk away and Xandrin grabs him really roughly. To which Ray comes back, shoves him. Xandrin, it's not even a hard shove, but Xandrin just falls to the ground, absolutely shit-faced. And you see Ray go and pick him up, dust him off. They say some things and you don't quite hear what's said between them, but eventually Xandrin does walk off. And Ray just stands out there. Runs a hand through his hair.
I call out from the front of the place, you good, mate?
He gives you a thumbs up, but he doesn't say anything. And you can't see his face.
I will just lean against the door until he turns around.
It takes a while, and during that time, young Finn barges out the door.
Does she stop for a moment?
Yeah, she kind of bristles against the cold winter air. Takes a look around. Oh, hey. Sup, dude?
You leaving?
Yeah, not really my style. You know, my scene.
Sure you don't want another drink?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks, though.
I'll hold out my jug. You sure?
All right. She grabs it, takes a big swig. What the fuck? What is that? That's disgusting. You're
Fuck
wrong
if
for
I
that.
know. Yeah, well, you know.
Whatever, I'm on my way. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
I wouldn't want to be me either.
You're not supposed to say... Whatever. What do the rest of you do whenever you are back inside alone? Marshall and Ray are out.
I do pull Kesra aside for a moment.
All right. You want to have this stop down here? Do you want to go there? You want to go for what do you want?
Let's go upstairs for a minute.
All right.
So I'll take her up to our room and I will close and lock the door.
Leona, she told me something yesterday. Or this morning. It's been a long day.
A long day.
It's been a very long day. About Roman.
Yeah.
He modified her memory.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I'm not either, but I am angry.
He's probably definitely not dead either.
No, I don't think so. Leona seems to be in your charge. I thought it wise to let you know.
Normally, I'd say it's none of my business. But can't exactly say why, but this one kind of is, so thank you.
Sure. You probably should have been down there for the conversation in the first place.
I can choose my words a little bit more carefully this time.
You seemed pretty stressed out at dinner. Are you okay?
Sure.
I hate to pull this on you so early, but they did say no secrets between us.
How about this? Take the fact that everything I've ever known about myself, ever, for a fact, for certain, my entire life, was all pretty much a lie. All of it. Every little bit. Not only was it a lie, but apparently fucking Tiefling knew all about it. At least. So, you know.
Well, to start off, Zytharia is terrifying.
She's, too peppy. I feel like that nobody's actually ever that peppy.
I never thought I would meet someone more enthusiastic than myself.
You're pretty damn peppy too.
I am, but not like that. But secondly, it wasn't a lie. You lived it. It was still your life. It was your truth.
Does it count when it wasn't true?
But it was true. For you, it was true. It doesn't change anything.
Sure as shit feels like it does.
Feels like the rug's been pulled out from underneath you.
Oh, the rug is an understatement.
Yeah.
Feels like one of those tiger pits. But there aren't any spikes at the bottom. It just keeps going.
Yeah. No end in sight.
Not even remotely.
No. I know that feeling.
So yeah, that's about how I'm doing. Sometimes I think about it. Oftentimes I don't think about it, and see what happens. I will say I'm pretty professional at moving on from things, so
you are.
I imagine it will not affect me nearly as strongly as it should.
And that is a good thing, but you know, I think for all of your emotional strength, it might be good to feel things. They weren't wrong. I think it's good to feel them in increments. I don't think it should be the deluge you've been dealing with lately, but I think it would be easier to deal with if you took small bites.
Yeah, like the fact that I apparently met my dad in an alleyway while I was drunk.
I never told you.
Bit of an asshole.
I never told you that I recognized your dad back at the well. I didn't say anything because you seemed so against talking about it.
Yeah? No, you read that pretty accurately.
You're against talking about most things, so I figured staying quiet was probably the better option.
That's safe to say. Yep.
You have a lot on your shoulders.
Apparently.
if you would have it, I would shoulder the burden with you as a friend.
Would that you could.
I can't take everything, but I can help.
You know what would help?
More alcohol?
That is always the answer to that question.
Yes, I figured. Yes.
But that's not particularly it. Like,
What?
honestly, and this is going to sound probably exactly as I mean it, frankly. Don't stop. Just stay.
Don't make stupid decisions?
I mean, sometimes that's unavoidable, but I feel like I've met a lot of people. I've done a lot of things. I've worked on a lot of things, worked with a lot of people. Somehow, you three managed to jam-pack every single possible thing that could go wrong into the smallest period of time I have ever seen.
You know, I think I read about this guy, Murphy. He had some kind of...
Don't talk to me. Don't even bother bringing up Mother God. Don't. Murphy's fucking Law.
Yes, that was it.
Oh, goddamn Murphy's Law. All right. Just, obviously, apparently, half of this shit is unavoidable. Just gonna happen to us, but at least somewhat attempt to, because if I didn't dye my hair on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked, pretty sure I'm significantly more gray now than I was in the 2.5.
You mean like this?
Yeah, only that's not a good look.
I understand what you're saying.
So, seems like we are destined, or whatever the fuck, to get in shit no matter what. So, any efforts to make that shit less shitty would be great.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Going to the temple tomorrow is part of it.
Cool. Hopefully you find what you're looking for and it's better than what I found.
Anything is better than what I found.
I'll believe it. Was this okay? You said earlier conversation that I might enjoy. No offense, I haven't enjoyed a single word of this.
I'm so sorry. I meant to say, I have every intention of taking down Roman Kentigern, and I would love your help.
Cool. That actually lines up pretty neatly.
Perfect.
Some other things. Yeah. If we find him, I will gladly bust his nose and then his face. And then his back. Maybe his legs before then. Definitely his dick.
That's fair. Yeah. I figured you would at least enjoy that part of the conversation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Although, I've talked to Biceps about it. Maybe Fancy Pants. They didn't seem to have too good of a time. They didn't have too good of a time, then fuck it, we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
So.
Although, honestly, if it's the three of you, I can't imagine he would do very well. I'm a little squishier. I'll kick whatever's left over.
All right. Save you a bit.
Yeah,
just in case.
Just leave his ass in place so I can kick it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That way I can at least see I kick someone's ass.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's all right. Look, though, about the whole Sarenrae, she seems halfway decent, but Be careful. Gods are shifty.
They are. And yet, they're not the ones I've been having issues with.
Not yet. Not yet.
There's a lot going on that I wish I could tell you.
I may or may not listen. Just, try to avoid. Well, say the temple itself, but you're doing that willingly, so.
Would you go with me tomorrow?
Yeah.
Obviously bring Leona because you can't leave her behind, but
Just bring the whole fucking family.
we'll just bring everyone. That might be nice, actually, to be in a place of quiet and calm.
All right.
Relative quiet and calm.
Okay.
More quiet and calm than we've had in a very long time.
God, I forgot what that's like.
It's been a very, very long past couple of months.
You know what's really nice?
Hmm.
Sitting in a bar where you don't know anybody. And you're not even remotely worried about who walks through the door.
I've never had that.
It's beautiful. It's
And again, I don't go to bars very much.
It's your loss.
Don't drink very much.
Also your loss.
I don't like the woozy feeling. I get dizzy.
You gotta embrace the woozy feeling. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I'm gonna fall over.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. Nobody actually likes drinking alcohol when they first start drinking alcohol. They learn to like it. They learn to love it. Some people love it a little too much, but nobody actually likes it in the beginning. Beer does not actually taste good.
Beer is gross. Wine is okay.
They drink because all their buddies are drinking, and they like the way they feel after they drink. And then eventually you do it often enough, you're like, hey, this actually doesn't taste half bad. It's literally Stockholm Syndrome. Everybody that drinks alcohol, it's Stockholm Syndrome. Myself. It's delicious, though. I love it. I will never stop.
I wasn't gonna try and stop you.
Stop.
It's just more I just don't understand.
It's fine. You weren't in the right peer pressure situations. It's fine.
Yeah, I think most of that was spent elsewhere. Most of my formative years.
Well, if you need help finding the less shitty beers,
I'll come to you. Or Marshall.
I think Marshall's lost his sense of taste. I think he burned the buds away.
Oh.
So it's fine.
Oh, okay, then I'll come to you then. Is that possible?
Yes.
Do I believe her?
You do actually eventually become like taste blind, and you're just going for the burn. And
I've heard her making fun of Leona before. Do I believe her?
Does she believe you, Kate?
I seem to be telling the truth. Eventually, you stop going for the taste and you just go for the effect completely. Trust me, I've had the jug. I've had that specific jug. No.
I will fully concur.
You
just off in the distance, I agree.
Agreement. No, it's eventually you stop going for taste and you start going for price and alcohol content. So you have something that doesn't taste like shit. I got you covered.
Okay. I'll come.
Depending on where we are. Sometimes it all tastes like shit. You just kind of deal with it.
Well, I grew up in a very tiny village, so it was probably all pretty bad by your standards.
It's fair. It's fair. But also probably got the job done, which means it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
But when are we going to the temple?
I was just told tomorrow. I imagine I'm going to wake up pretty early. They said I'm to serve at the service, so I'll probably be there pretty early. You all don't have to go as early as me, I don't think, but
remember 2 words I said earlier called buddy system?
well, I don't know who else to bring.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna plan on pre-gaming, that's all. It'll be fine.
I don't think pre-gaming for the Sarenrae Temple is a good idea, Kesra.
Trust me when I say it is. It is. Don't worry. Unlike, I don't know why nobody ever believes me, but I am actually very good at not being noticed. I have been very good at it for a long time.
No, I believe you.
It's literally the rest of you are
It
just
was
like
mostly
walking,
the principle of the thing.
walking exclamation points. Like, I just want to be like an ellipses or a comma, maybe. Just like stuck in the middle, you know, just really just not. But you guys are like fucking interrobang or whatever, like just walking around, just fucking. It's ridiculous.
We are rather boisterous.
Yeah. Between the purple and the pink, and then there's you. Oh,
Yeah.
sparkles for a reason.
Oh, I did need to show you, and I will actually go to my bag and I will pull out armor.
Snap, crackle, pop. Is that all right?
I'm not going to be as noticeable.
There you go.
I think this dress can use a little time off.
That's fair. It's a little conspicuous.
That's one reason. Yes.
All right. Do I know that she got the dress from what's his face? I don't think I even know. I don't think.
I probably told you.
Yeah,
I said
but
the dress was a gift, and it was the one that helped me walk at the time because of my scars.
So I know it's a fancy dress.
Yes,
It's a special dress.
it's a special dress.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You know. Do what you gotta do.
While this conversation is happening, Monty and Leona, what are you doing?
After Finn leaves, I'm going to kind of sigh and ask for a couple beers from the bartender and go over to Leona.
Okay.
Seems like everyone's getting a little drunk again tonight, huh?
Seems like it. I glanced at the 2 drinks in your hand.
One's for you. One's for you. I'm sorry. I was going to offer it.
Oh, thank you so much. I will take a very small sip.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I mean, it's still beer.
Yeah. But for beer. It's tolerable.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I could go and ask if they have wine instead. I was a little.
I'm just teasing Monty. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
Your friend left
Next to Kesra, where she's just saying, I see beer after beer go down, and I assume it's all of us, but it's actually just Kesra drinking them.
The way you see her drink it makes you think that you're going to enjoy the taste a bit more.
Yeah, between her and Marshall, it's really hard to tell who's drinking.
It's
Right.
very misleading.
Your friend left in quite the hurry. Is she okay?
Yes, she's had a rough few years, and she actually was telling me her sister went missing recently, and she said that she saw this man that she had been seeing, this wizard, that sounded an awful lot like Roman. She described him as brown hair and blue eyes, and said that she saw him, my friend saw him in an alley one night whispering to a coin But it does seem odd that another woman went missing after what was happening with Ray's sister and Roman, right? Right?
2 weeks ago. That would have put us before we left for the well, right? Like as we were starting towards the well?
It would have put you at the well.
2 weeks ago?
Just maybe like a few days away from the well.
Yes, she said her sister's name was Charlie that went missing. They said he was going by a name Damon.
Does that ring any bells to me? Now that I have all of my memories back?
Roman, Damon, Kentigern.
Why was the last time she saw her sister?
The last time she saw her was at their home.
Oh.
But she said that, everyone's a little connected in this city, so maybe there's a blacksmith, one of my friends, might know something about her, but she doesn't really have many leads for us. I'm sorry, I know this is something you probably don't really want to talk about too much.
No, it's... I don't... Would I have any idea where he might take her? DM? No. We can go see the home. I can contact him. Don't know if that's what we should do at first. I don't think he's very happy with me, so even if I did, I don't think he would be very forthcoming. But we can go check the home, see if there's anything left.
Yes, and maybe I can talk to my friend as well and see if maybe he has any ideas.
Yeah.
There's not much, but there's maybe something we can go off of. I promised her I would help her find her sister as a favor. So maybe while we're still here, we could try to find some clues.
Absolutely. I'll help however I can.
Just thought maybe it was something pertinent for you to know as well.
Thank you.
You sure you don't want any wine? I really can go and get you some if you'd like.
That would actually...
Yes. I'll save this one for Kestra and just slide the beer back and go over and get some wine, and I will pay for my tab because I have not been doing that.
It's about 2 silver a beer. No, I would say 5 copper a beer.
Cool.
I would like to go back into the bar.
Okay.
And sit at the bar.
Okay. Deirdre and Kestra, do you come back down?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we want to talk about.
What's the general vibe of the bar?
It's like the equivalent of a Thursday night. Kind of getting a little crazy, but nothing too wild.
Crazy as in it needs music?
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Guys, this is how I cheer myself up. I don't even wait for I will take one sip of the wine Monty brings me, and then I will pull out my fancy lute.
All right.
And I will start to strum a little tune.
Okay, what does it sound like?
I don't know. Oh no, I'm going to start to strum a song, and I'm going to use my magical lute properties
I'm gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I'm gonna fly like an eagle. And I will cast fly on myself, and I will fly around the room.
So you guys watch as your friend is singing her normal melodic tune, and all of a sudden begins to hover, lift and hover, and begin to float about the room. It's incredibly graceful, and everybody in the bar stops to look and watch and awe. And you start to hear, woo, a bunch of clapping. Some people try and
Well, that was happening
raise
too,
coins at you, but they don't know where to put them.
If I'm down there at that point, I will definitely I'll take a bowl from somebody. Sorry, and I'll like dump out the pretzels that are inevitably in the bowl, and I will walk around with the bowl, and then like making my way to the stage, and then put the bowl on the stage so people can, do what they feel is necessary. And if that means giving us money, then
Give me a performance check there, Leona.
Can I cast minor illusion of like a little eagle flying around her to help her with it?
Oh!
Yes, you get advantage on that.
I got a natural 20.
Roll a d100.
Oh, that means... Oh, God, I never do this. Okay. 107. 17.
Sorry, what?
That's not how that works. Guys, I don't do that. 17. I just read the 107.
That's so fun.
I'm good at math. I'm so good at it. 17. Oh, that's one of my favorite numbers. It's even better than 107. I mean, it's not probably, but oh, what happened? Camille, don't look up. Close your eyes, Camille. I scared running away with my bad math.
He's like the math teacher messed up her mouth. I'm out. Oh, there he is.
Nevin.
Sorry, I don't know.
Did
It
you
just
hate my math that much?
I'm Leona now. It's fine. I'm just going to
So
sing.
sorry, guys. I don't know why I just canceled out
Who
on
am
you.
I? Oh, I'm Marshall.
I'm
Who
just
am
going
I?
to sing very, very pretty,
Oh,
and I'm going
Where's
to
Ray? I need to make snarky comments at him.
brush my beautiful, beautiful hair.
I do have
Beautiful hair. Flutter my eyelashes.
You could just do Princess though. She doesn't actually brush it; it just magically stays untangled. Can you imagine that amount of hair, guys?
No.
I mean, I kind of can, but
I knew
like,
someone
this
in
is about
college
half
with that
as
much
long,
hair.
and it's tangly. You're muted, Camille.
Mother! No,
You
I'm
guys
not.
know Bailey.
Now you aren't.
Mother bitch. Okay, so back to the session, guys.
So 17.
Oh, you get 170 silver pieces.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
That's pretty good.
I would say it would be about 10 gold and 7 silver.
Okay.
And you do, at the end of your song, you do catch Ray, who is doing one of those leaning by the front doors, or by the door, not really like taking a seat, and he's just kind of like giving you a like a, you know.
Like a slow, unimpressed clap.
No, he's impressed. He just seems to.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Okay, I will give a little curtsy. And I will give the money to Deirdre. She is my treasurer. And then I'll get my wine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna no. I'm gonna keep an eye on Ray. I'm not gonna approach just yet.
Does at any point Kisra walk by me?
Probably. I mean, yeah. Yes.
Pencils.
I'm gonna put out an arm and grab her. Not tightly, but just like hello.
Hi. Step by steps.
Can I buy you a drink?
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, my Zoom like did whatever it wanted to do.
Technology.
So I just said hi. That's what I caught. And then after that, whatever
Can I-
you said is gone.
Can I buy a drink?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you.
Hey, sit down.
I will sit.
I will call the barkeep over and order a triple whiskey of whatever they have.
Hell yes.
That'll be a gold piece each.
Expensive as fuck. Got it.
He brings it to you.
I will slide one over to her.
You know how to treat a lady, Biceps, and I am officially suspicious.
No, I'm not that kind of bloke.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I'm suspicious. What's up?
No, not many people around here know how to get straight to the point, do they? You're new to this whole bit, huh?
Which bit? The answer is yes for all of them.
So let me ask you a question. You don't like yourself very much, do you?
I'm indifferent towards myself. Wouldn't say I hate myself.
Feel like you're constantly failing at everything, huh?
Recently, yes.
I
Yes.
will lift up the little glass that they put in front of me,
That costs so much money.
and I will raise it to you,
Yeah.
and I will clink it and say, it's how you know you're doing a bloody good job.
That seems counterintuitive, but I will drink this anyway.
You'd be surprised.
And I will drink probably the most expensive. Well, no, we just had dinner at the What's-Your-Face's house, so it was not the most expensive drink I've had in a while, but probably the strongest.
Learn to accept yourself, huh?
Well, it seems like the definition of myself is changing rapidly from day to day. So,
You think so?
yeah. At least
Why
the
not?
definition is I know it. So, you know.
Can I be straightforward with you?
I mean, I would prefer it, yes.
Fair enough. No one gets to define you but you.
See, about 6 months ago, I probably would have agreed with you.
Why not anymore?
It seems like a lot of people are adding a lot of extra definitions.
Do you think that makes a difference?
Right now, in the context of where we are and what's happened, what's probably going to happen, I would have to say yes. Yeah, I would. There's a lot of extra words tacked at the end of my name now that I honestly don't know the meaning of half of them. Pretty sure I don't want to know the meaning of most of them, and also pretty sure that I don't really have a choice. So yeah, it's the whole I understand and appreciate the point you're trying to get at. And I had frankly almost gotten there about 1.5 years ago. Pretty content with who I was and what I was doing and the path that I had set myself on, but it seems like I have to figure out how to be okay with a new path that I never agreed to, but I guess my agreement was not necessary. So, you know, destiny, fate, and all that stupid shit.
Do you enjoy the new path you're on? Come on.
Bicep, look. You
Come
have
on.
not- So the path I was on before was blissfully bandits, orcs, goblins, the occasional brute squad, necessity. Now apparently it's cultists, demons, devils, and the like. So you know, I gonna work my way through that. Yeah, we'll see.
Underneath it all, it's all the same.
I feel like that is an oversimplification.
I think you're overcomplicating things far too much.
I have been accused of many things. Overcomplicating things is not one that comes up very often. But message received.
Fair enough. You want another?
Abso-fucking-lutely, please. As long as you're buying.
Is there anything else that anybody would like to accomplish tonight before you take your long rest?
Is Ray not coming to sit down?
He's just watching.
Whatever. I'll walk over to him. You all right?
Just Xandrin gets drunk. Very drunk. Says things he regrets later.
So, are you okay?
I will be. It was really good to hear you sing.
It's been a while since I've sung.
You should do it more. I mean,
I should.
Don't
You're
let me
right.
tell you what to do, but I enjoy listening.
I do enjoy it. I meant to ask you, have you spoken to your sister recently?
No, I haven't heard from her. It's hard to exchange letters back and forth.
Well, I can send her a message.
Can you really? Like, you send me messages sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
Yeah. What do you want me to say? I write it down because I might get excited and say words that aren't involved, and it's pretty great. But I'm sure there are limits. I would hate to.
No, just tell her that I miss her and I hope she's well.
I will cast sending.
Okay.
4th level. Oh, burning on the slaps. Hello. It's Leona. I have a message from Ray. He says
I miss her.
he misses you
And I hope she's well.
and he hopes you're well. I do too. Bye.
You immediately get a response back. Leona! Oh, I miss you all so much. Tell my brother he's an idiot and that I love him.
Oh. She said she loves you.
Very well.
You know, it's not that difficult. I could maybe teach you how to do it. I mean, you can send messages, right? Can you send messages? You've received enough from me. You probably can do it.
I don't know how, unfortunately.
I mean, it's kind of okay. Well, this particular spell is. I mean, you've kind of already done it a little bit. Instead of just responding, you would be initiating.
I think that might be a little bit out of my power, but maybe once I've got some more practice, I tell you what, when I figure it out, you'll be the first person I message.
Okay. Perfect.
Leona,
Mm-hmm.
are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
You know you don't have to be.
I'm more alright than I was earlier. But I'm sure I'll be more alright tomorrow. And more alright the day after. I hope so, anyway.
Look at your hair.
Wait, what color is it now?
It's a more golden red than normally pink.
It didn't change again. Okay, good. Alright. It's a fun game I play now. Is I wake up and I go about my morning, and then I look and see what my hair is doing.
That does sound like a fun game.
It is an exciting one so far.
Hey Leona, is there anything I can do to make it better for you? To help you out? Including leaving.
I don't think leaving would do any good. I like you here. I think everyone else likes you here too. Hesra, I think, mostly likes you here. Unless you don't want to be here.
No, I do. Can I tell you a secret? It's kind of...
Oh dear. Yes.
After Marshall told me about what happened to you, I had terrible nightmares. About you dying, and... I care about you, and I want to do my best to protect you. But I don't ever want you to have to be alone like that again. I know Marshall brought you back, but... I know what it's like now. Also, we've both had our memories modified, so I feel that kinship to you as well. I care about you and I want to keep you safe. All of you. Deirdre, Moldy, Kesra can keep herself safe. And that old bastard, I don't know what the hell he's doing anyway.
I don't think he knows what he's doing, but he's very kind.
He's a good man. And I'm grateful for him every day that he saves you. And Deirdre.
White hero for us.
Don't let him hear you say that.
Wait, I
Go ahead.
might have already said it once or twice.
Oh god.
Maybe not in those exact words. Ray, can I ask you something?
Certainly. Whatever you like.
And it's okay if you don't want to answer. I really understand.
Go on.
But your memory... You don't have to tell me, but if you want to talk about it, I'm here. When, if...
I didn't think it was going to work. I thought he was just talking up his ass. But after he cast the spell, I started to see things. I saw my father. We were out hunting, and he didn't fall from his horse. We were attacked.
By whom? Who?
Devils.
Devils.
They didn't touch me. They didn't come near me. Acted like I didn't exist. This was right after, I don't know if I told you, but I'd been taken from my family and returned. And I saw them take her, my mother. I watched them drain her of her power, drain her of her life force. She went down fighting. Tooth and nail. And I hid. And then a man approached me and told me everything was going to be all right. And I think that's when he...
Did you recognize the man?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. Now that I know what his face looks like. I've never... Not anyone I've ever seen before. That's what I saw. I get the... I don't mean to be so self-centered, but I have a feeling of dread that it's somehow my fault.
Why would you think that?
Because I think that when I was taken, I think my mother made a deal to get me back. Something she said to me one time is that whenever I came back, and she said that she would do it. Whatever, she wouldn't tell me what it was, but she said she would do it all over again.
It doesn't make it your fault, even if that is true.
Right. Regardless, I sort of wish I had found out. I sort of wish I'd protested if I could go back. Because now I can't stop thinking about it.
Well,
I can't stop seeing her face.
we can't go back. But she's alive. And when the time is right, we'll find her and save her, and then you'll get to see her face in person.
I hope so. And thank you for listening.
Of course.
You know, I'm also here for you. I know the things that you saw couldn't have been any easier.
I'm ready to talk about what I saw.
You don't have to. If you're never ready to talk about it, you never have to.
Thank you.
Of course. You know, I would only ask you to do so if I thought it was good, somehow going to help you, but I'll never ask you to do anything you're not ready for. But I'll be here when you are. We all are, your friends, your family. They all love you. You are the brightest star in all of us, guys.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
He seems a little taken aback, as if he wasn't expecting it, but
I wasn't either.
he gives you like a big squeeze, and while you're hugging, he says, "Thank you."
Just nod.
I should probably get some rest. I'm still a bit tired.
Same. Have a great night.
You too. I'll go first.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna awkwardly walk back over to Deirdre and just stand there. I'm not saying anything. I just didn't know what else to do, so I just came by Deirdre and was like, I'm okay. Hi. Sorry.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm okay. Better than I have been in a while.
That's good to hear.
By any chance, do I notice this exchange?
Yeah.
I will walk over to Ray.
Ray is upstairs.
I will go get Ray. Walk upstairs.
Okay.
His room.
Mm-hmm.
I will knock on the door, and does he answer?
Who's there?
Marshall.
Are you alright? You sound like you're in pain.
Open the bloody door.
He opens the door and he's like halfway through taking off his armor. Oh wait, no, he's not wearing armor. He's just wearing his normal clothes. He's like taking some of them off.
I will go grab him by the collar.
What the fuck, mate?
Go get her.
Marshall, stop it. I'm serious. You can't keep
Hey,
doing this.
Are you
Stop.
daft, mate?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me is that she's not ready.
She's not bloody ready.
I'm not ready.
Oh, well then you've got to grow a pair, mate.
You gotta go fuck yourself. What, just because I don't chase after a girl who's clearly going through a lot right now? You think I want to take advantage of her like that?
Take advantage of her. Do you not love her?
We've already talked about this. My feelings for her are not important right now.
Do you want to know something?
What?
I thought my feelings were not important for the longest fucking time, and I lived in hell because of it for 20 years. Don't make the same fucking mistakes I did.
And would you do it again? Tell me you wouldn't do it again. Tell me you wouldn't make the same choice again for duty, for honor.
Just as bad as your father. I'll push him away.
You're a fucking hypocrite. That's what you are. Don't tell me
No.
to do what you're incapable of doing.
Alright. So I'm going to roll a d20 to see if I punch him in his face again.
Okay. What's the result? Like what?
I'm making a wisdom check at this point. And
Just a loving relationship.
It is. It's very healthy.
it was you set the DC. It was a 12. Because I rolled a fucking 7.
I don't know what that means.
I punch him.
Oh.
He takes it. Keep going. Again.
shit.
If this is what you need to do, hit me as many times as you like.
I grab him by the shirt, I do lay on hands, 5 points of damage, and I let him go and I go back to my room.
Wait, you're sharing a room.
Then I go lay down. And before I go to sleep, I call him a bloody daft fool. I'm censoring myself at the moment.
I know what you meant. Yeah, well, I take after you, don't I?
Too much, I think.
Tell me you wouldn't do it again and I'll go get her.
You swear it?
Look me in the eye and tell me you wouldn't choose it the same way you did last time.
I look him square in the eye. I do it all over again.
That's what I thought. You've got to respect that I've got my own ways. You can't live through me. You can't make it better through me. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I know.
But I appreciate you trying. Because you're right, I do love her. But that's
Well,
not...
there's in the right direction.
But that's not what's most important right now.
Yeah, I know the fucking feeling.
Good night, Dad.
Fucking hell. I will get back up out of bed, wrap my arms around him, kiss him on the top of his head like I did when I rezzed him, and push him into the fucking bed. Good night, son.
And that's where we're going to call the session tonight.
I did have a little thingy
Oh, what did you want to do?
before we all went to bed, because I would like to be able to start off nice and fresh tomorrow morning for church. When we all go to bed, because now I'm sleeping in my own room with the ladies tonight, which means that Freckles gets his own room now. Have fun, don't get kidnapped.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Wait, no, but really, the buddy system, guys.
Yeah, right.
Right, he's usually
Can't
the
I
one that's
volunteer you as
abducted.
tribute?
What?
I mean, there's two beds. It's not a big deal, but the buddy system. I mean, last time he did get kidnapped.
He did, like, literally get.
Every time he's by himself, he gets fucking abducted.
So, okay,
You guys aren't wrong.
Or he dies.
Or he just dies. So, Deirdre, I think it would be wise if I just think it would be a very safe, health conscientious,
Conscientious?
safe decision.
Sure.
And I just start pushing her out the door as I try to figure out how to say it. I love you. Good night. Sleep well. Kiss, kiss. Close.
Kiss, kiss.
I love you.
So,
So, Kessler, what do you do?
when it was, I was gonna do this whether or not Deirdre was in the room. I'm gonna sit on my bed and I'm going to look very pointedly, not look at Leona. when I say, so Sparkles told me about Roman and that whole kit and caboodle. So I don't know all the details. I don't need to know all the details. Point is, kind of, sort of, know exactly how you feel. Sort of. I guess I don't know if I've ever had modify memory. But I do know about being magically manipulated in a relationship. Wasn't for nearly as long as that. But it still fucked me up pretty good. So, I just want you to know. Kind of mostly get it. As much as one can, I guess. And that, it is awful. And that you think about maybe if you had done something differently. Maybe you would have noticed. Maybe you could have fought a little bit harder when it was happening, or any other number of things. Lots of secondary scenarios about how it could have ended up if you were a little bit better. I've already run through all of those scenarios. And I will tell you that there is no point in running through those. Because at no point for any of it ever is it your fault. It doesn't matter that you maybe didn't try hard enough. It doesn't matter that maybe you didn't pick up on a thing that you tried to pick that maybe you could have. None of the maybes matter. And I also know that me telling you this will not make you realize it either. It's a place that you got to get to by yourself. But start working towards it. It'll take you a little bit to get there. Because it's very, very easy to blame yourself for somebody else's issues. But at no point ever was any of it your fault. And I will tell you that as many times as you need to hear it.
I'm going to I imagine I was either laying down or sitting down on the other bed. I'm going to get up and I'm going to move to sit beside you. And I'm just going to hug you. Thank you.
And, mine was only about 1.5 years. I don't have a whole almost decade of shit to work through. But you'll get there.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Well, I appreciate it, but I broke his nose, so it's fine.
Maybe one day I'll break Roman's nose.
At least. At least.
Thank you, Castra.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pat her on the shoulder. Then I'll gently push her off of my bed.
And I will return to my bed.
Background you hear. Monty, they kicked me out.
Why do we even assign rooms? I don't understand anymore.
I don't know.
Monday they kicked me out. That's my new favorite thing ever.
Leona just said something about buddy system.
No, of course you can. You're more than welcome. I get a little nervous sleeping alone, anyways. So.
Thanks. I'll just come in and sit down.
Is there anything else anybody would like to accomplish before the night is over?
I would just like to say that the room roulette worked out for these two just perfectly.
Nope, that was it.
Okay.
Had a lot of heart to heart today. She needs to go to bed.
I'm so proud of her.
She did so well.
Can you guys believe how far Kessra has come?
I'm so proud of her.
She called y'all family today.
I feel like it was sarcastic.
It probably was, but you can't take it back now.
Nope, you
It
said
was
it.
very sarcastic, you guys.
It's on the
Doesn't matter.
internet forever.
Doesn't matter.
That thinks it's serious. So.
I totally spaced about the giving away a t-shirt this session, so it's gonna happen next session. I promise. Just
Yes,
like
so
Deirdre's
exciting.
t-shirt. I tell you what, we will do a Deirdre t-shirt giveaway next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to buy my own t-shirt. I've only bought Leona's.
My mom might have bought yours.
That's
Yes.
hilarious.
She loves Kestra a lot more than Leona.
So, oh gosh, music got real sad.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, thanks for hanging in there with us, you guys.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, on this stream, we broke 200 followers.
What?
Very exciting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Yeah, we will see you guys the same time, same place next week.
Same that time, same that place.
That place.
Let's go ahead and do a sign off. We'll start you with you, Kestra.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everywhere else important at Very Pale Ale, and I played Kestra.
Hi, I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713. I played Leona.
My turn?
Maudie.
Monty.
I always screw this up. I am Nevin, and I play Modi.
I am now also Kate, and you can find me on Twitch and Discord. No, excuse me. Yes, you can find me. Listen. It's been a day. Very much into
All those
Discord
things.
at Kates and D8s. You can find me on Twitter at Kates D8s, and I play Deirdre.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go you.
Go me. I'm Joe, and I play
go.
Marshall. Hooray!
I'm Camille, and I played everybody else. You can find me on Twitter at at Camille Does DND, and you can find the channel at Open for Adventure. We'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna roll the credits.
Bye.
As soon as I can. Hold on. Everybody, wait. Bye.